Aromie here, and welcome back to Code to Realize Future Blessings. We are here, starting up on a new route of Saint Germaine. We're only going to be able to see him for this episode and next episode, but... Oh, I miss his voice so much! But, it's still going to be exciting, because I did not expect us to actually finish Van Helsing's route. Let us say...
もしも君が永遠に人々を正しき歴史に導く使命を負うというのなら
Let us say you might shoulder a particular fate to guide mankind into its proper path through history, should you agree?
君の願いを一つだけ叶えよ
I will grant you one wish.
つまりは願いを叶える代わりに魂を差し出せと。
I do not remember this scene at all, by the way. You asked me to barter my soul in exchange for my life, am I wrong?
まるで悪魔との
You offer a deal
取引ですね。
with the devil.
否定はしない
Call it what you wish.
信仰なき者にとっては神も悪魔もそう変わるものでもないだろう
For one lacking faith, what difference is there betwixt God and devil? Despite my circumstances, I had intended these questions as sarcasm. The self-proclaimed messenger of fate to whom I spoke responded calmly, seeming not to notice or care.
まあ、あなたが神でも悪魔でも
I suppose it matters little, whether you be a god or a demon.
どの道この傷ではあなたの提案にすがる以外選択肢などないのですから。
From wherever you may hail, my wound offers no choice but to place my faith in your offer. Blood poured from my lips, yet still I managed a dry laugh. My surroundings were strewn with piles of rubble as far as the eye could see. It was the end of the labor I had been bound to my entire life. I had been a slave as long as I could remember, cutting, hauling, stacking stones in service to a vainglorious king. The sacred tower was soon to be complete, but it now lies in ruins, as if it had been an affront to the gods. And perhaps it was. It had been destroyed by the self-proclaimed guardian of history who stood over me.
選択肢が
No
な
choice.
いや名もなき奴隷の子よ君にはもう一つ選べる道がある
This is not so, nameless slave child. There is another path you might take.
もう一つ
Another path.
我の手を払いのけてここで死ぬそんな幸せな選択肢があるはずだが
Brush away my hand and die here. Is that most pleasant choice not also available to you?
それのどこが選択肢ですか。
That is no choice at all. If he was toying with me, I did not find it amusing. Disregarding my baleful glare, the man simply extended
い
his
ずれ
hand.
にせよ不死の呪いを受け入れる器として君が選ばれてしまったのは事実
In any event, you have been chosen as a potential vessel for the curse of immortality. This is fact. The man loomed over my broken body, waiting for me to seize the fate he offered.
さあ選ぶのは君だ
Come, you must make the choice.
その身を死者に落としてでも成し遂げたい願いがあるならばこの手を取るがいい
If you have a wish you would see fulfilled through your mortal body may die, take my hand. A wish. A word I was unaccustomed to hearing. Again, I chuckled bitterly. It was not just at this moment, never in my life had I been permitted to wish for or choose anything. My family, my friends, even my own life such as it was. The moment I was born a slave, it was predetermined that all I knew would be the property of the king. That is why I had never wished, why I had never hoped. I expected nothing of fate but cruelty. But if...
もしも最初で最後の願いを望むならば
If it might truly be granted my first and final wish. I sighed, releasing a spray of blood, and took the hand of that fate offered to me.
私はいつの日か
My boy was on the brink of death. Someday The fuck?
なるほど。それが君の願いか。
I see, so that is your wish.
ならば、我の名にかけて、確かにその願い、聞き届けよう。
By my name then, your wish has been duly heard. What did he wish for?
我らは歴史の管理者、世界の導き手、そして不死という牢獄にとらわれた時の旅人。
We're the guardians of history, shepherds of the world, sojourners through time bound in the goal of immortality. We're not going to point out that word, right? I know it's misspelled.
君は今日からイデアの使徒だ。
From this day forth, you are an apostle of idea. Alright, I don't think we ever got that backstory of him. Because I definitely
運
did
命
not
の
remember.
代行者世界の導き手
Agents of destiny, shepherds of the world,
そして歴史の管理者
guardians of history. His voice, I miss it so much. The person in the very beginning, I don't think it was his voice, but I still fangirled, so whatever.
この世界に住まうすべての人間が歩むべき歴史をたがえぬように
We ensure that those who dwell upon this earth do not stray from the proper path that history must record.
現在を抱えて生まれる人々が正しく救済の道へと至れるように
We guide those born with burden of original sin toward their righteous salvation.
太古より人の歴史を導いてきたイデアと呼ばれる組織がある
We, the members of an organization known as IDEA, have directed the flow of history since time before reckoning.
この私サンジェルマンはその一人
I,
イ
Saint
デアの
Germaine,
使徒と呼ばれる存在だった
am an apostle of IDEA.
世界を導くといえば聞こえはいいが
Shepherding the world has a noble ring, but
歴史を管理するイデアの活動は決して血と無縁ではいられない
IDEA's guardianship of history is fraught with bloodshed.
戦争の火種を消すために
Man, he looks so cool. He looks like a ninja, doesn't he? And quelling the flames of war,
反乱の根を絶やすために
putting down
伝
rebellions,
染病の元を断つために
or eliminating the source of plagues.
女も子供も関係なく私は多くの命を殺めてきた
I've taken lives indiscriminately, even those of women and children. Oops, sorry.
もはや今となっては正確な数などわかるはずもない
I can no longer hazard a guess as to how many,
だが
but I can
こ
say
れだ
this.
私はきっと世界史上最も多くの人々を救った人間で
I've saved more lives than anyone else in the history of mankind.
同時に最も多くの人々をこの手で殺した人間なのだろう
Yet I have also taken more than anyone who has ever walked the earth.
そんな私にとって今回の任務は取るに足らないもののはずだった
For me, this assignment should have been little more than a trifle.
神の領域に足を踏み入れた男が生み出した哀れな怪物の抹殺
A man who had set one foot into the realm of the gods had created a monster, and I was to eliminate
そ
it.
れは町や国を滅ぼすことに比べたら大した手間もかからない任務だ
In comparison to raising a city or toppling a nation, it was rather a simple mission.
だが
However,
私が抹殺するべき対象は怪物という名があまりにもふさわしくない少女だった。
the target I was to eliminate could never have been termed a monster, for she was nothing more than a
あ
girl.
なたがいけないのですよ。
This is your fault.
共に生き共に過ごし、
Spending time together, living together.
私に命を狙われていると知った後も変わらず私を信じようとしてくれた彼女。
Even after she became aware I sought to take her life, her faith in me did not waver.
毒の体を持っているがゆえに人のぬくもりを求めた罪なき少女と
Cursed with a body riddled with poison, wholly innocent, she wished only to feel the warmth of another.
偽りの笑顔を張り付かせたまま幾千年もの間人を殺め続けてきた。
Yet I have worn my false smile for millennia, luring men beyond number.
本当に怪物と呼ばれるべきは果たしてどちらなのだろうか。
I wonder then which one of us should truly be labeled a monster.
だからこそ私は彼女を殺すことができなかったのだろう。
Perhaps that is why I could not bring myself to kill her.
ただその境遇を憐れんだわけではなく彼女を他人とは思えなかったから。
It was not that I merely found her circumstances pitiful. I could not think of her as a stranger.
心など不要なホロロギウムの器、人との触れ合いを奪われた毒の体。
A vessel for the horologium, without need of a heart, a body riddled with toxins, deprived of human contact.
それでも人の心を手放すことなく生き抜こうとした彼女は
Even burdened so, she refused to relinquish her human spirit, desperate to live life.
心なき人形の仮面をかぶって人を殺し続けていた私にとってあまりにも眩しすぎた。
To this constant murderer, donning his lifeless doll's mask every day, she was so pure as to be blinding.
私が捨ててしまったものを持ち続けていた彼女が羨ましかった。
I was envious of how she managed to hold on to all I had thrown away.
私の代わりに浮かべてくれた彼女の笑顔が愛しかった。
I found the authentic, guileless smile she wore for me precious.
だからこそ私は彼女に
And that is why I became
惹
enchanted
かれ
with
たの
her.
だ。
Then I enchanted him with my smile.
私はこれからこうやってあなたと生きていきたい。
This is how I want to live from now on with you by my side,
私の思い人
my beloved Michiko.
彼女と思いを交わした瞬間からずっと止めていたはずの私の時計がゆっくりと動き出した。
The moment our love for one another became mutual, the broken clock that was my life slowly began to tick down once more.
これから先もずっとずっと彼女と同じ時を
And it will continue to do so,
刻んでいくために
so that I might live the same span as she. So I'm not immortal, but I don't have a heart. So how am I gonna die? Well, I guess she can technically die in other ways. But he himself, Saint Germaine, is no longer immortal. So his immortality powers have been stripped away from him, since he chose the power of love. Bright blue skies fills my entire field of vision. The ship rocks gently like a cradle, and the soft slap of waves against its hulls tickle my ears. I lay half asleep on creaking boards, staring absent-mindedly at the sky. I wonder how many more days until we reach France. Oh, so I'm leaving France. London. Ever since the standoff with Idea, not Idea, what the fuck? In London over the horologium. Saint Germaine and I have been on a roundabout journey across Europe. Low countries of flatland stretching as far as the eye could see. A city built on water, crisscrossed with canals. An entire country perched atop a sheer mountain range. A full year had passed us as we visited and toured, oh my god, and toured such wonderful lands. The times are many that I feel waves of nostalgia for the boisterous lives we had led with our friends in London. But so thrilling are the days we spend together, or spend visiting exotic locals. My tripping heart rarely affords me the leisure of loneliness. But France is next, and it's also next in the next episode. This is where we have to end today's episode. We just got a huge recap of Saint Germaine and a little recap of his backstory, which I don't think I really don't remember that part, that backstory in the original game, so I feel like this was like extra information. But anyway, thank you guys for watching today's episode. Stay beautiful, and I'll see you guys in the next one.